What if I told you there was a vault of forgotten properties just sitting in the county inventory that you could go buy up to 90 to 95% below market value? We're talking property sometimes for as little as $50. Sometimes there's even apartment buildings that sell for just a couple $100. Now, there is a stipulation that you have to renovate it and put it back on the market. However, counties will sometimes have blowout deals for these properties called over-the-counter tax liens and deeds. And this is one of the most effective ways to get into real estate and get some amazing deals that you can change your life with. And in short, these are properties that don't sell at the tax deed sale. And some of these overlooked properties are absolute gold mines. Now, I want to share with you here in this video some simple steps for getting into this type of investing, and it's called over-the-counter tax liens and deeds. So to do that, I'm going to hand it over to my business partner, Mr. Corey Chason. Maybe you've seen him before, and it's Dustin Hahn here. The channel's dedicated to helping you get cheap properties and create wealth through tax liens and deeds. And I work with two amazing business partners, and I'm going to hand it over right now to Mr. Corey Chason, and he's going to walk you through this step by step. So maybe you can find one of these gems and flip them quick.
Okay, so in this video, I'm going to walk you through the steps to finding over-the-counter tax liens and or deeds. There's a few different steps, but I want to walk you through that in this video. So make sure you stay to the end because it's going to be great, and I'm going to give you lots of information. But first, check out this view. Pretty cool. We actually saw a few whales here earlier today, and we were freaking out. But that's not why you're watching this video. Okay, so over-the-counter tax liens and deeds, basically what happens is if a property doesn't sell at a tax sale, certain counties will take those and the county will hold on to them, or they'll send them to like a repository list or something, and you can actually just go and buy them flat out. You don't need to bid, you don't need to be competing in the auction. And so that's what over-the-counters are. Now, a hot tip before I go any further is if you call a county and ask about over-the-counters, they might not have any idea what you're talking about because that's not what they call them. So oftentimes what you'll need to do is call them something different. So, but I'll get to that. If you are interested in over-the-counter tax liens or deeds, the first thing you need to do is pick where you want to invest. And so we get messages all the time like, where's the best place to invest? Where should I go? Point me in the right direction. And that's fine. We can point you in directions. But the best thing you can do is start in your own backyard and do the research and find out what is going on in your state, in your county, in your city. Because if you can start this closer to home, it's going to give you a better advantage because you know the area, you can drive to it quickly, and that might not be possible where you're at. They might not have them, but it's where we always recommend you start. So what you're going to do is you're just going to Google tax sale, or Google, let's say you're in, what's a good county? Let's say Polk County, Florida, because I did a video on that last week. Polk County, Florida, you just Google Polk County, Florida tax liens and just find the county website. Now, you can then call the county and ask them what happens to properties when they don't sell at the tax sale. You might even be able to figure it out when you look on their actual website there on their county website, and they might have information directing you. It just depends on how new and how organized the county is. But another thing you could do, another quick tip, is you could actually go to our website, which is taxlienschool.com, and you could check out the vault. And we actually have a county map, and you can click on that county map, and you can see all the counties and all the states and all the counties, and you'll be able to actually access what we have there, which is all the information we've compiled for you. And for free, you can see the next week of upcoming sales, but check it out. That's great. But anyway, back to this. So you're gonna go to Polk County website, check it out, and I know for a fact that Polk County, Florida is on Real Auction. And so what you can do is you can log on to realauction.com and actually find out all the information you need there. And they actually have a convenient little tab called County Held Certificates. So that brings me to my next step is, I told you they might not know what OTCs are. So what are they called? So County Held Certificates are what they're called in Florida. County Held Properties or Deeds, or sometimes they're called, they're on repository lists. There's all kinds of names. Josh, what are a couple of the names for them? Struck off properties in Texas. And so you'll get these different names. And so that's why it's often handy to call the county to kind of ask them, hey, what happens to the properties when they don't sell at the tax sale? Because if you say, hey, where's your OTCs? They're going to be like, we don't have OTCs, sorry. And then you're going to think that this stuff doesn't work and it doesn't exist, but we promise you it exists. You just have to know what terminology to use. So that being said, make sure you do your research, and try to find out even in your own backyard, what do they call properties that don't sell at the tax sale. Now, in places like Harris County, Texas, oftentimes they'll just roll them over to the next tax sale because they have tax sales every month. And so you won't actually have OTCs or county held or struck off properties in Harris County. And that will be true for some other places, but you can go on realauction.com and see all the county held certificates for Florida. There's also another place called Lien Hub, which also has county held certificates for Florida. So they're kind of switched, between the two of those. And it's just really handy to be able to have those websites because you can just log on and check it out quickly. I know there's places in Michigan that have over the counter tax deed properties. And so that's, I should tell you. Yeah, why not? It's tax-sale.info. So that's another website you can check out. They've got a lot of stuff there. And our beloved watering hole that we told everybody about is Arkansas. And so that's the cosl.org website. Arkansas Commissioner of State Lands. You can go check out, when you log on, you'll see Tommy Lands. He's got a great mustache. You can't miss it. You know you're in the right place if you see a beautiful mustache staring at you. Tom Selleck style. Well, a little bit, but anyway, it's a great mustache. I say that because I used to have one and then I shaved it, but that's, birds, crows. That's what happens when you film outside. Anyway, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go find those over the counters. And what's cool about over the counters is you can just buy them. Oftentimes you could bid on them, or you can purchase them right from the website and then they're yours. Then you just have to make sure that you factor in doing like a quiet title action or using tax title services to clear the title. So you need to make sure you have all your steps outlined for that. You can't just buy it. It's not just immediately, like there are a few other steps that you want to be aware of. And so that's important as well. But that being said, it is very easy to do that, and it's very easy to learn that stuff. We just recommend that you take the time to learn it and don't just go guns blazing buying everything. We actually just got a text from one of our team members who there was a person, and I'll change the details as to not offend them, but they bought, let's say it was more than this. Let's say they bought 18 parcels of land in Ohio. It wasn't Ohio, it was somewhere else, but they didn't know what they were doing. They just bought 18 parcels. And they said that they just wanted to buy it, and now they're going to try to sell them and make money and to join us on an auction trip. And so no foul to this person, but that's not what we teach you to do. We recommend you do all the research first. And so I say that to say, and to get the point across, that it's really important that you do your research first, because if you don't, you're going to be left with possibly parcels of land that you can't sell, or houses that are worth way less than what you think they are because you haven't outlined all the variables. You don't know how much rehab, you don't know what the area is like, what it can sell for. There's a lot of things that it's simple, like there's a simple process you can follow, but a lot of people just want to do it quick, and then that's how you lose money. And we don't want you coming to us in 3 months being like, hey, I want to join your program. I just bought this house and it's worth nothing. And we've had that before, and it's just not good. So all that being said, if you do want more information, we have a free ABCs guide. You can click below. It's in the comments or in the description below. There might even be a fancy QR code on the screen. It's pretty cool. And what that'll give you all the information you need to get started. And we recommend you go through that because it's going to walk you step by step through the whole process. Now, if you want a little bit more hand-holding on your journey, we do have, we take people to live trips in Houston. We actually have virtual trips in Philadelphia, which is pretty cool, which is new. And we also have a training, I don't know how many weeks it is. It's it's like 12 modules. It's a very intense training program that walks you through the whole thing front to back. And so if that's something that interests you and you want a little bit more hand-holding, click the book a call button below, or scan the QR code, and you can book a call with our teammates, with our team members, and we can make sure you're a good fit and you're ready for it. So all that being said, take some time now, Google your county, find out what happens to the properties that don't sell at the tax sale, and make sure you just keep putting in time and effort every day. And we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments and we'll reply to you. Have a great day.